Protagonist. And that was no several for an memory. The backwards music. The guy from Halloween there who gets his face smashed in, and then this guy gets shot. That was so late. Once this pandemic is over, I am going to all the shooting locations. That guitar is so good. The subtitles should be on. I should have put them on. They should have put them on. I'm gonna say it 1,000 times, but I love Neil. There's a shot in here that gets really dark out of nowhere for no reason. Yeah, this music is absolutely insane. Oh! Reporting for duty. Her office is like an old university classroom. Makes me kind of nostalgic for college. I love the mechanics of this, but they're funky, to say the least. He does say a lot with just his face. I think he puts a lot into it.
Don't try to understand it. Feel it.
You don't try to understand it after giving a very high-level overview. Is it instinct? Like, what?
You're not shooting the bullet. You're catching it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Very Matrixy.
I'm not saying Armageddon here.
This wouldn't freak you out? You've seen stuff go backwards and shoot somebody, but his face, look, he's like...
The detritus of a coming war.
I didn't know what that word meant. I had to look it up. I'm a stupid American. Look at that suit! Oh.
It seems you need an introduction to a prominent Mumbai local on short notice. I'm Neil.
I love you, Neil.
Sanjay Singh.
All the music. So sad. He looks drunk.
Time isn't the problem.
His hair's all messed up.
Getting out alive is the problem.
Well, I prefer soda water.
No, you don't.
It's just written on his face. I love this look he gives him.
Or into it, for that matter.
Guess what? What? That looks like The Dark Knight. I'm gonna say this 1,000 times. This is one of my favorite scenes. Such great build-up. That's the whole thing about Tenet, is like, it's like saving the world, but having no glory, basically. And you have to kill yourself. Do you really have to kill all of them? You shot the other guy. Why did you just shoot his brains out?
I'm not the man they send to negotiate. Or the man they send to make deals. But I am the man people talk to.
Let me just shoot you in the face and cover it real quick with my hand.
Cheers, Priya.
Cheers, Priya.
This is your operation.
You must have had a plan for getting out.
Not one I love.
Neil. Yeah, no one noticed this. It just fell from the sky.
If you follow me.
John David Washington is the youngest person in this building by like 40 years. Look, everyone is old.
Without you. Hope you don't mind.
I love Michael Caine, but he is talking with food in his mouth this whole scene. Oh, red wine. Chew your food, Michael.
Just where it starts 12 was. Sato emerged.
Chew your fries
spot on
before you talk.
With ambition.
You may have an inflated idea of my powers of seduction.
Hardly.
Goodbye, Sir Michael.
I love that. That's so sweet.
Goya.
My name is Protagonist Goya.
Person to see about Goya.
It's extraordinary. In Vietnam, I tried to love him again.
Her theme is so
Love that
sad.
might give me my son back. I expressed myself. I took Max ashore.
Making fun of raspberries as she talks about her marital horrors.
There's a number in your left coat pocket. Don't call from home.
You won't be taking my call.
That's such a baller move to go up to a woman you just met, kiss her on the cheek like old women. These henchmen are hilarious looking. Starting with that freak. With the meat cleaver. And he looks like Frankenstein had sex with Elmer Fudd.
I ordered my hot sauce an hour ago.
Yeah! Cheese grater to the...
The go together.
I honestly forgot Max says any words in this movie. He's just young blonde boy that everyone thinks is Neil. This shot is so weird. Where did he come from? Where did he?
Okay.
Oh, he looks like normal Neil there. This looks like evil Neil. Like this greasy hair. I don't know why I'm talking about his hair when the weirdest guide ever is in this movie. The sound design of Tenet wrapped up in one scene. Excuse me while I head bomb.
What about the staff?
What about the staff? I'm very posh. He looks like he time traveled from the 80s. This is weird leather jacket. I'm ripping on him while Neil has a green ascot. What is he, Fred from Scooby-Doo? He could play Fred from Scooby-Doo. Where can you take a gold bar? Where would you... You're just gonna go to a bank and be like, can I exchange this for dollars? Gold member would be pissed. I can't believe they did that for real. You really didn't need to, but I'm glad you did. It looks great.
We said 10 seconds, right?
I don't think that was 10 seconds. It's just slams against the wall. I didn't even catch till like the third or fourth time that he stabbed himself. I had no idea. I shouldn't have been so naive when I first saw this because they both just do the same attacks on each other and they both block them at different times. Like they do the same leg sweep to each other like 3 different times. So I should have gone under the fact that he's fighting himself. He's running so slow. I guess it's so you can get that shot, but... See? There should have been some Benny Hill music when he flew out.
Both emerged at the same moment.
Yeah.
They were the same person.
Turnstile.
A machine, inverted.
You told me that technology hasn't been invented yet.
Wouldn't you get suspicious by this point?
He's been given a...
There wasn't a name for the machine a day ago, now there is.
Not the 241.
Never noticed our bodyguards in the back. Not only the dude in the back, but the Mercedes that's trailing them.
Arms dealers.
This is so James Bond. Are you kidding me?
Sit tight. Every day my son spends with that monster he thinks a little
Did you
less
see that
of me.
fly?
Won't be long. In the mean.
70 with crew, 2 helicopters.
Like I said, he's Frankenstein.
Pirates?
Andre lives.
I don't know if I'd want it to be my home base, like I'm just floating in the water as default. That just seems weird. But we never see their house. We only see this boat.
I ask again, who is he?
I find his voice both hilarious
We met
and
in Riyadh last
terrifying,
June at the American Embassy.
which I think is a good line to tell. I like that.
Noise you.
He should have just kept his giant mustache from Murder on the Orient Express.
Your friend.
Would it make a difference?
Hey, easy, fella. Where I'm from, you buy me dinner first.
Don't touch my junk, Frankenstein.
Do you like opera?
If you just turned this movie on TV and you just heard "Do you like opera?" and this man asked Kenneth Branagh that, I think I'd turn it off.
We both know you're a grubby little man playing power games with a wife who doesn't love you anymore.
That's what all my ex-girlfriends say to me. This is
It
food.
had been destroyed.
She is so mad at him. I didn't really catch that at first, but she's so pissed. Oh. I mean, come on. This is gorgeous. And he looks funny. This couldn't get more James Bond if it wanted to. I like his little cargo shorts. I have a pair of those. Oh, well. Take a nice shower.
Why didn't you let him drown?
I need him.
What a bad slap.
Sell guns.
I wouldn't let this creep within 1,000 feet of my bedroom.
Mr. Sutter wants to see you.
It's Seder, dumbass.
Now.
He wants to see me without pants?
Preferably.
What do you think he's gonna do to me now?
He's gonna recite Hamlet. Because he's Kenneth Branagh.
Enough.
See,
That always makes me laugh.
man half my age.
This is a tiger. I haven't noticed that little tiger statue.
Look at me. My life is not nothing. And I don't like to be in debt.
Then pay me.
In Bitcoin.
You think she released my harness?
Yes. Yes, I did. I saw it.
That was my own mistake.
No, she
Then help
did
me steal the
it. She hates you.
241.
This is the most boring part of the movie.
Stay with us tonight. I insist.
I'd prefer not to and get along with the plot, but we're gonna have to sit here on the boat for the next 10 minutes. Put this gun above a picture of my son. She was not discreet at all. She's out of breath.
Even a soul is blank and
Like, this is a very serious scene, but I just think it's hilarious. He looks insane. At first, I didn't realize that the helicopter is incoming. I just thought he lost his train of thought and then walked out of the room. Which I think is better. That's not blood. That literally looks like it was dipped in paint.
It's almost impossible to plan an ambush.
I want to rock a bomber jacket with a polo shirt, which is just not something that I see a lot. Nice slacks, nice shoes, and an impeccable beard, which I cannot grow.
One of them has to be a fire truck. Most of all, we have to set this up with nothing.
I like fire trucks.
Nothing electronic, nothing paper. I don't want
No real reason. I just like fire trucks.
This ignorance.
Look at me!
Can understand.
Get ready for the rave dance. Yes! It's like slowed down house music or something. It's bizarre. What a badass. I've seen samples of hot sauce like this in every flavor. This is not one of them.
I've seen samples of encapsulation in every weapons class. This is not one of them.
That's what he's after.
How do you know, Neil? Is what you should be asking the protagonist.
I can't understand this.
You can always trust Audi brakes. He could totally beat up these henchmen too. Like old white dudes. They look like geriatrics. Just elbow him in the face. It's really easy. That scream is so scary.
I believe you. You wanted her here? I hope you'll be happy.
What's he gonna say? I find this very nightmarish. I don't know why, but it kind of gives me the creeps. There's a cut coming up here where it looks like Christopher Nolan said cut, and they stop for a second, like right here.
Every one of them. Somebody talk.
And this totally looks like the Joker Batman interrogation scene.
You've known too. Did you talk?
Of the way he jumps right here.
Nobody talked.
It's insane.
Pincer movement.
I'm gonna date myself again, but this just looks like 2020 and 2021. This is me going to the grocery store. Watching them go backwards makes my stomach sick. That is such a meme.
You did get my pulse above 130. No one's done that before. Not even my wife.
Your wife is bad at sex?
Who are you?
I'm your son to a lot of people, apparently.
Physics. The more you sleep, the faster you heal.
Take this heroin.
This reversing the flow of time. Doesn't us being here now mean it never happens?
No, stupid, you're here right now. This is probably my favorite scene from this movie. It's like the culmination of everything. Even more so than the ending battle. All of everyone's themes come together, music-wise. Even at this point, when he's putting on the suit, I had no idea that it was going to be him. Oh. You're your own worst enemy. Rolling the floor like a spider. I love when he catches on to the punches he's about to throw. Here we go. Judo choke. They totally cheated though. You could not see his eyes earlier in the movie. You cheated, Christopher Nolan. Do you hear this music right now? At first I was like, why is he shooting himself? But he's unloading the clip. Makes total sense. Oh my god. Hey buddy. What a look. I love Neil coming out of the dust and rubble. Looks so cool. This feels like the ending. It's weird. I'm not saying it would be a complete film if it just ended here, because it wouldn't. But that whole Freeport hallway scene is unbelievable. That it could be the ending. In like a lower budget movie, it totally could.
How many sections does he have?
After the 241, all 9.
Jesus Christ.
Watch your mouth, Protagonist.
And that's why you want Sator to get the last section.
That is the only way he'll bring together the other 8.
I think that's very risky.
Then lose it.
Looks like she got stabbed in an alley.
Tell me you're gonna kill him. I don't want those moments to be full of anguish if they're gonna be his last.
You're not.
I gotta say, for you Max's Neil people, that look is pretty telling, I will say.
You just keep up your end, okay?
You ready for the smooch? Ooh-wee!
There may be a time and place you feel threatened. You talk, state your location, hang up.
Who gets the message?
Posterity.
Come on. How can you not love this? They take everything so seriously, and I love it for it. It's so earnest. Come on. You hear how loud that music is? Can you imagine seeing yourself? Like, I know we have mirrors and everything, but can you imagine seeing a copy of yourself? This is basically what all my past relationships look like. A woman feigning interest while I kill myself. I love this movie, but this looks like they're running around shooting nothing. And tripping over shit. Oh no, Neil has the force. He's moving those rods. Neil is a murderer. Look at that shot.
We need a distraction. Don't worry about that.
This just sounds like a guy and his wingman going out. I need a distraction. Don't worry about it, buddy. I got you. That's not Neil warning them not to trip the wire. That's just Neil trying to give them their sandwiches that he packed for them. Oh no, guys. You forgot your PB&Js. Kind of looks like Neil was bored of this whole inverted thing and just decided to go back to normal.
I borrowed it
He's
from
like,
the CIA.
it's really hard to shoot inverted.
What is it?
Can I go back to the normal time flow?
A moment's business, madam.
He can't even kiss his wife. He's to rub it in the protagonist's face. There he is, over on the right-hand side. That's so cool. There he is. And now my heart officially starts to break.
Can you pick it?
I thought Ives was dead for sure. I paid $35 for that lock at Office Depot. Love that. That's a wonderful shot. Oh, hey, Neil, number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or whoever you are. No. Please don't stop. I want to kill myself. I'm in a cave.
You're a traitor.
He's super rich. Couldn't he try some, you know, alternative therapy or something? I mean, look at Steve Jobs. He turned out just fine. You forgot your sandwiches!
Oh, God.
He's 1 second away from saying we live in a society. And I stand a queen. Shoot him in the noodle. It's apparently what he's saying. Oh my god, it's a zombie! I'm playing it off as funny, but this makes me so sad. I already miss Neil. And he just got shot in the face. I just love that Neil does all this. I honestly think he does this more to save his friend than to save the world, basically, which I love.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
This movie's just a gigantic bromance movie, and I love it.
Sounds terribly important.
Listen to that music. Shoot. Shoot, Ives. Will you please shoot? I just love how he yells when he falls. He's just shirtless. You just hear the squirt on his back of the sunscreen.
I can't do this.
I can't believe I love this movie so much. It's so stupid.
My eyes.
Sunscreen's on his back.
I'm the vengeful bitch you scarred on the outside.
You go, girl. Where's the blood? I hate that about Christopher Nolan movies. There's never the tiny little blood. She shot him in the chest. This isn't more playing as silly as it is. Oh! Oh! Shit. Do you hear how tense this is? How are you not moved by this? Am I the one of 6 people who loves this movie? Screwed. Yeah! Yeah! Oh no! Oh no, no, no! Yeah! Love this callback. Look at her face. She knows it too. That's perfect. Fun fact, I never learned how to dive. So I would just look funny jumping off. I would look like Zadar. Oh my god! It's like a western, you know?
No one who's seen this leaves the field.
He looks like a hobo.
Right.
With a giant metal rod. He looks insane.
We hide it. You won't look too hard. Yes, I will.
What if they bumped into each other at a bar? Like, does he just shoot him in cold blood?
You're really going back in?
I'm the only one who could have got that door open in time, right, Ives? I don't know any locksmiths as good as you.
Breaks my heart.
Reality.
I have nothing funny to say. I just love this.
You've known me for years.
For me, I think this is the end of a beautiful friendship.
I'm not gonna
For me,
cry.
it's just the beginning.
Only the one that did.
Does she do this whenever she sees a car that's on with someone in it?
Let it die up those loose ends.
This is in broad daylight. They're gonna see a dead woman just laying on the wheel like, ugh.
That's the one with the real power to change the world.
Mommy, where's Dad?